Welcome back. Far-left Democratic congressional candidate Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez facing criticism for barring the media from two of her town hall campaign events. The 28-year-old self-proclaimed socialist calls it a non-story and defends her decision, saying, quote, "It was designed to protect and invite vulnerable populations to public discourse, immigrants, victims of domestic abuse, and so on. We indicated previously that the event would be closed to the press. Future ones are open." A Washington Examiner correspondent tweeting, quote, "Not sure this holds up. Press banned to make voters more comfortable, except anyone could have walked in as long as they claimed to be a future constituent, unless all attendees had their backgrounds vetted," which means it wasn't open to the public. And this, of course, as the president regularly faces criticism for his treatment of the press. Say what you will about the president's fire and fury against the press. At least he invites them to events. I don't know what it is about Democrats where they have to pen them off, but it almost seems as though she's coming up with a laundry list of excuses because several of her recent press appearances have not gone so well for her.
She has she has stepped in it so many times, and it's unfortunate. And then she went on to say, we have a high degree of immigrants in my district, and they're afraid of the press. Are you kidding me? That's who you go to if you're really worried. But I think she was only protecting one person, and that was her, because she can't get her act together. She can't articulate her own message. She's powerful, she's dynamic, but the idea that she's trying to put forth socialism, she has not been able, when she has to frame it in a way that it makes sense, she hasn't been able to accomplish that.
Yeah. And, she says that 50% of the community are immigrants, but at the same time doesn't want to let anyone in to meet who these people are, which signals to me that they're actually illegal immigrants and that they are harboring them, and they don't want the press to expose that they're here illegally.
That's what she wants you to say. That's the trap they're falling into. I think that it's obviously just an excuse. She's throwing it out there, but it's so cheap to use that. It's so tawdry to say, like, I'm trying to protect victims of abuse because she can't stand up to the press. It does remind me a little bit. Remember how Hillary Clinton wouldn't come to the front of the rope line, and she wouldn't answer questions, and she wouldn't see the press, and she was staying 100 feet back for a while? I think that she's taking a page out of Hillary's book.
I can't believe the press is catcalling her, demanding that they go into her events that are open to the public. I can't believe they would do that.
You can't say it's open to the public and not allow the press inside. That's not open to the public.
I belonged to I was on the board of a charter school there in the South Bronx, and over half the students were recent immigrants from Africa. And they're not political at all. And anytime they can give visibility for their plight, how hard it was for them to get to this country, and what they're trying to achieve, they're actually the personification of why we're a great country in the first place. Andrew Cuomo should probably go sometime and find out, because she should have let the press in to see how legal immigration, and how people wanting to come to this country makes us great.
That's a great point. If the country's never been great, then why do so many people want to come here to realize their dreams? And, you also raise a great point, which, if you have so many people who are underserved by their government, don't you think they would want to tell their story?
Right.
She also threw in one more, that a lot of the people at this event had medical issues.
Well, I'm just curious if all the defenders of the media being under attack from Trump are going to attack her the same way that they've been attacking him.
No.
Probably not.
More outnumbered in just a moment.